What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Little Pig Barbecue. If this is your first time stopping by, smash that subscribe button, give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment. I would love to hear from you. So today we're going to be doing a pork belly out on the big Poppa drum. I'm about to get it fired up. We're going to throw some cherry smoke on this pork belly and we're going to make some awesome burn-ins. If you've never had burn-ins before, you want to stick around for this video because it's going to be awesome. So let's get you in here, get it trimmed up, seasoned, and we're going to go get the drum fired up. Alright, so today we have this pork belly. This was actually a larger pork belly. I cut it in half. I'm going to save the other half for later and freeze it. So what we're going to do to make these burn-ins, as you can see, it's got a good layer of fat on the back. There's not a lot of trimming on this. I am going to kind of straighten it up a little bit. So we're going to have a little bit we're going to cut off on the edges. And that's strictly just squared up. This side's pretty good. So really just that one side there is all we needed to trim. When you do a pork belly, you can cook it whole and then make burn-ins afterwards, but I'm going to go ahead and cut these up into squares. So all I'm going to be doing is measuring about 2 finger width apart and making squares out of that. So let's get in here and get this thing sliced up. Alright, we got them transferred over. So now all we're going to do is hit them with a little bit of seasoning. And I'm going to hit them with some Hogs AP Rub. So I'm going to hit it really light with this rub. It's just a little bit of salt, pepper, garlic. And you don't want to go real heavy with this. So this is going to take a little bit of time. Give me a few minutes. Let me get these seasoned up and we'll show you the next step. Next one, we're going to hit it with a little honey killer bee. This is where we're going to get the sweet flavor, some good color. And you want to go a little heavier on this. You want this rub to really give it that color you're looking for. I'm going to kind of pat that in real good and give them another flip. And that's it. That's all we're going to do to this. So got them seasoned up. I'm going to let them hang out on the counter for about 15 minutes, just long enough for us to get the drum smoking outside with some cherry wood. Hang around for that, and we're going to be outside and put these things on in about 15 or 20 minutes. Stick around. Alright, we're out here at the drum, fired up at about 250, and I've already got the cherry smoke on. It's looking really nice. Check these babies out. You can see them shining. That's where that rub, that AP rub, and that Kosmos rub is really pulling out some moisture on these. So we're just going to throw them on with this rack, just like this. So this is what they look like. I'm going to let them go for about 2 hours and then I'm going to check on them. Probably going to end up going about 3 hours with some smoke, and then we're going to get them in some foil. That's where we're going to get them real good and tender. Not opening the lid for another 2 hours and then we'll see what they look like. Alright, the time got away from me here. I was supposed to check it at about 2 hours, but I decided just to let it go for 3 hours, which is about how long I wanted them to take. So let's get in here and see what they look like. Alright, you can see they got some really good color. They've shrunk down a little bit where some of that fat's rendered out. This is all of the smoke I want to get on these, so I'm going to take them in the house and we're going to give them the treatment. So let's get inside and get that done. Alright, we got these bad boys inside. Let's take a look. So this is what we got after 3 hours of smoke. We got a nice bark on every side of these. So what we're going to do is we're going to add some more butter to these. And I'm just going to layer this pretty evenly over the top. And next we're going to come on with some brown sugar. And just like we do in a rib wrap, we're going to sprinkle that on top. And as this cooks down, it's going to create a really nice, almost like a sauce. It's going to be really sweet. Finally, we're going to hit it with some honey for the money. We're just going to drizzle a good layer on top. That's going to add another sweet element. That's probably all I'm going to do. So once we got that done, You don't even have to mix it up or anything. It's gonna kind of cook in this concoction that we've got here, and it's gonna be awesome. So I'm gonna put some foil on it, and it's going back on the smoker for another hour and a half. That's gonna get really good and tender. And next time you see me, we'll be inside. These babies will be done. All right, folks, we're back in the house. These things have been sitting on the counter for about, I'd say 15 minutes, just to kind of let them cool off a little bit and stop cooking. First thing you'll notice here is you've got a really good bark, and they're basically laying in a bed of butter, brown sugar, and honey. We're gonna add to that flavor a little bit. I've got a mixture of just some barbecue sauce from the grocery store, nothing special. I think this is KC Masterpiece. And I heated it up on the stove with a little bit of apple cider vinegar, and that's gonna kind of thin it down a little bit. And what we're gonna do here is just drizzle that right on top of these burnt ends. It's gonna be really good, and it's gonna add to that flavor. Just take you a spoon. If you got some gloves, some heat resistant gloves, use those. I'm just going to use this spoon right now and just get these good and mixed up. I'd say that's pretty good there. So let's try one out and see how we did on this. Now they're still really hot, so you got to be careful here. Pull this one apart, it fell apart. I don't know if you can tell about the size they shrunk down. They shrunk down quite a bit. This is like candied bacon in the sauce mixed with the butter and the brown sugar and the honey. Couldn't have turned out any better. Let me try one more. If you've never tried burnt ends with the pork belly, you got to get one and try them out. They are awesome. They're a great appetizer. They go well with just a barbecue dish. So to recap on what we did, we took a pork belly and I cubed it up into equal sized pieces, hit it with some good seasoning. Any seasoning that you like can work. Got them out on the big Poppa drum today. Held the temperature about 250 degrees for about 3 hours. That really set that bark. Bring them inside, put them in an aluminum foil pan. You could have just put them in aluminum foil. Hit them with some brown sugar, honey, and some butter. Back on the cooker for another hour and a half to really let that fat render down. If you liked the video, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to my channel, and I hope to see you all in the next one.